Gonzalo's alive, guys.
Gordon's alive!
For those of you who may have missed it, I made a video on Coach Red Pill because a few days ago there were reports that he had died. Nobody knew if it was true. We didn't know if he was alive. We didn't know if he was dead. We didn't know if he'd just been arrested. We didn't know if he'd been blown up, if he'd been murdered. So I made a video on it. Was he alive or was he dead? I said if he was dead, he was either killed by the Russians accidentally or killed by Ukrainian nationalists. It could have been a complete accident because it's a war-torn area. Some rubble could have fallen and hit his head and he could have died. Anything could have happened to him. If he was alive, either he's a refugee, he had to leave for some reason or got carried away by a crowd, or he maybe just went silent for who knows what reason, or he was arrested. And there was a photo of a man who from the back apparently looked like him, but again, nobody could say for certain that it was him being arrested. That gave people on his side of things hope that he was alive. But what I did say in the video was that if he did die, he kind of brought it on himself for staying behind enemy lines and essentially posting and propagating Russian propaganda and trying to undermine the city, undermine the country that he lived in. Because that's what he was doing. He was a traitor, or at the very least, an unruly guest. But it turns out that he's alive. Good on him, he's alive. His fans tried to claim that I was gloating that he was dead, that I wanted him to be dead, which is not true. Never said it. But look, Coach Red Pill fans aren't known for their high IQs. When they hear somebody say, if this person does this in the war zone that aggravates the defenders of that war zone, and they know what they're doing, and they know that it's wrong to do it in that area, and they should do it somewhere else or it's safe, then they bring on whatever trouble happens to them. If that is me celebrating his death, which in the video I said I didn't know if he was dead, so how could I celebrate that he was dead? Well, whatever. That's just your dumb opinion, man. Turns out he's alive. And there was a short 4-minute live stream with a guy called The Duran, or at least he owns a channel called The Duran, where Coach Red Pill gives us an update. And it turns out that yes, one of my hypothetical situations was true. He was arrested. He was picked up by the Ukrainian authorities, and I assume he was questioned, and he said that he couldn't leave the city, which to me suggests he's under investigation, and it wouldn't surprise me if, for whatever reason, he is arrested once again and possibly even put on trial. I don't think they're going to harm him physically, because if they do, it'll be a propaganda backlash. They will lose a lot of goodwill because for some reason this guy is massive again. He shouldn't be anywhere near as popular as he is, but he is. And the Russians will use this as, look, the Ukrainians are attacking innocent foreign people who live in the country, which they shouldn't be doing. That's what they'll be saying. If the authorities eventually let him leave, he should leave for his own good, because there will be people who have ideas. And in fact, I think he said on Twitter or somewhere else that a group of men tried to visit him at the hotel he lived in, which again raises further questions. If he has a family, why is he living in a hotel? Shouldn't he be in his home? Unless his home was destroyed, which would be interesting to say the least. But they missed him. They walked right past him, didn't even recognise him. And it was the hotel clerk that said, look, these guys were looking for you. You need to leave. And he didn't leave. So again, he's putting himself in that position. He needs to get out of there as soon as they give him the go-ahead. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe they'll just deport him because they can. It's their country. They can do what they want. I'm just glad he's not going to be a Putinist/Duganist martyr anytime soon. That I am grateful for, because if he did, that would galvanise them. It would give them someone to point to say, look, people want to kill us for believing in what we believe in. But really, the actual context is this guy was the Russian Lord Haw and was just creating propaganda and trying to undermine the country that he was resident in. And for those of you who don't know who Lord Haw was a American-British man who was used by the Nazis to broadcast Nazi propaganda to try and demoralise the British war effort. He failed, but that was his goal, and ultimately he paid the price by being executed for treason. But not even Lord Haw did it in Britain, because otherwise they would have arrested him and put him in jail like they did to Mosley. If he has any sense, he should leave, but I don't know why he's not. He should. But anyway, update is over. Until next time, I'll see you all later.